See you go downtown. I'll see you on Thursday. And I'll be zooming and you'll be down there, okay?
So he studied to go downtown even though he already go to jail on Thursday.
Morning, guys. Just trying to make sure I have everybody here. So Mr. Sinisak, Mr. Monks.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. Miss Glean. Okay. Is that all the attorneys? Or is there somebody else I'm missing?
We're missing Mr. Humphreys, aren't we? Or Humphrey. I'm sorry, did I have the wrong case? No, Brian.
No, right. Yeah. We'll wait a little bit, just a couple seconds. I mean, this is going to take 2 minutes, guys, and then I'm done. But I don't want to have to wait. Let's see.
What's this?
Yeah, I'm not seeing Mr. Humphreys logging on, so let's give it. We actually are 6 minutes ahead, so we'll wait a little bit.
What's you doing?
All right. About 5 more minutes. If you guys see me wailing my arms in the background, it's because we're in a new courthouse and the lighting system is supposed to be energy efficient. So it's on a timer to go off, and evidently it doesn't see my motions that often. So the lights go out and I'm just doing this like crazy. So I've been told that they're gonna.
I don't think I've seen a judge do that before.
Well, this might be the good thing for me. They said the longest the timer will go is 20 minutes. So I'm going to tell everybody, okay, you'll have 20 minutes. Get it in the best you can. After that, we're over. So no, I'm joking. Yeah, we're working on that. I even thought about maybe buying a metronome that would make motion, but I didn't know how loud that would be. My staff thought maybe I should get one of those little cats that are in a Chinese restaurant. You know, maybe that might work. So if y'all have any suggestions, I'm all game, because it is kind of bad when the lights go out continuously during hearing.
Your Honor, turn up the sensitivity, or get the janitorial services to turn up the sensitivity.
We tried that. And they got it to 20 minutes. That's as long as it'll go. The other thing that's kind of fun that's happening is I have a small window up above me here, and around 3 o'clock, this glow comes behind me, like according to my court reporter, I become very angelical. So my theory is, I thought about joking around if that hit and saying, it's like, you know what, God just spoke to me. Here's my ruling. But luckily for y'all are in the morning, or not quite in the afternoon, where I get the halo effect. So it's either too much light or not enough light. It's one way or the other in here. So hopefully we'll be back in the courtroom here soon, and I can actually feel like a judge. Right now I feel like I'm playing like a video game. Okay, so hold on. I thought some movement there. And we still have about 3 more minutes, so we'll just wait until that's time, and that way.
Well,
you know what? I'll just go ahead, and it doesn't affect the other gentleman. Let me tell you what's going on. Obviously, I'm going to grant the motion for continuance. I'm just going to use the unopposed order that was, I think it was filed by the plaintiffs in this. And because a lot of things are going on, my understanding bankruptcy's been filed possibly, and some other people have come on board that hadn't had an opportunity to even file an answer. I'm not going to put a time frame on when we get this case going again. And the reality is, with COVID, who knows when we'll really be going again. But I will grant the motion for continuance, no problem. The main reason I wanted to talk with and Mr. Monks, you didn't sign the actual motion or the unopposed order on continuance. You don't have a problem with the continuance, do you?
I second the motion.
Okay, that's what I thought. And then I guess, and Ms. Glean, you didn't sign it on the one I have, but you definitely don't oppose it as well. Is that correct?
Correct. I filed a separate motion based on Rule 245. I just didn't want to sign that one without having language about subject to special appearance, but absolutely no objection.
If you need me to put that language in there, I don't have a problem with that. That make you feel more comfortable?
I would appreciate that. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Humphreys is here. Hold on just a second. Let's get him up. Okay. All right. Is Michelle Humphrey? Is that correct?
It's Michelle. Brian will be joining shortly.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then we can wait if we need to. But I was just telling the other group, I didn't know if you were going to appear, and there's not much to this. Basically, I'm going to grant the motion for continuance. Ms. Glean asked that I include the 245 language in there so it doesn't affect her special appearance. I assume there's no objection to that by anyone.
No, Your Honor.
Oh, Ms. Humphrey, do you?
Brian hasn't filled me in yet. Let me give him a text real quick and make sure that he's joining very shortly.
Not a problem.
Sorry, Judge, just to clarify, the 245 is the issue of timing, the not having had 45 days. The slightly separate is the not being opposed subject to the special appearance. So just
Right. I was going to use your language if y'all are okay with that. I just didn't pull that up. I pulled the first motion for continuance up. I didn't realize that you wanted some additional language in there. I just want to make sure everybody's okay with the additional language, and if everybody is, not a problem. I don't think there'd be a problem with that.
Your Honor, my motion, which is what you were referring to, specifies that the agreement for Ms. Glean is subject to the special appearance. So if that's sufficient for her.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. Give me a minute here. I had your stuff up. Let me pull it up.
Your Honor, otherwise my motion or my order makes provisions for everything that you had said you wanted to see.
Let me find it.
And Mr. Humphreys had previously signed off on it. Or Mr. Humphrey, sorry. I insist on
I see that he signed up on yours. I'm trying to find. Okay, hold on. Trying to find your one on here on the our software.
And I apologize, Your Honor. Brian said he's in the waiting room.
Oh, okay. Let me let him in.
Great,
Okay.
thank you.
I don't know why I was thinking he was going to appear there. Okay, he should be coming in. Let me see.
No problem.
All right, let me find motion for continuance. Oh, here it is. There it is. Okay. Okay, I'm going to share the screen with you and make sure Ms. Glean's okay with this. Can y'all see that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Is this language satisfactory to everybody, or do I need add some additional language that we need to talk about?
That works for me, Your Honor.
That works for you, Ms. Glean? Does that work for everybody else? Mr. Humphrey,
Yep.
how you doing today?
Yep.
That
Other
order
than
work?
the striking out of the word denied, but yes.
Okay, yes, we'll strike out the word denied. Okay, if that works for everybody, that's the order I'll sign. And then I had, the other issue was involving, let me go back. Mr. Monks.
Yes, sir.
This is, I guess my question is this, and you being an officer of the court, you can just alleviate my concern. Obviously, you on your motion, I'm good. Let me get this over here. Can y'all see that? Can you see that, Mr. Monks, your motion?
Well, I'm getting older, so it's harder for me to see on the smaller screen.
Well, I'm fine that you included Mr. Morris's information here, and you said you sent it to him certified mail, and that's all great. The only issue that I had was on the and you filed it the same day, so I assume you sent it out on the motion to withdraw on submission.
I'm not going forward on that right now, Your Honor.
Well, hold on. If you, okay, you don't want to go for it. I was going to say on the submission, You didn't give me a certificate of service that the actual hearing submission date was provided to the person you were withdrawing from. If
Right.
you just tell me that you sent this out because it was dated the same day, I'll believe you. The only reason I have some questions is someone called here or somehow got a hold of my staff and said that he opposed the motion possibly. And so that's the
Yeah.
only, I just want to make sure
No,
that he
no,
was.
but I'm not going forward on that motion at this time, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm gonna visit with my client.
That'll work. Okay. Well, if you do it, if you don't mind, if you do decide to go forward, this is my website. And if you'll notice down here on the notice of submission, it talks about how you need a certificate of service there as well. Does that make
Yes,
sense?
sir. Yep,
Okay, cool.
absolutely.
So that's all I had, guys. So it sounds like to me that we're in agreement. I'll sign the order on continuance. We're not going to worry about your withdrawal motion right now, and Mr. Muntz, and that's all I have. Does anybody have anything else?
Your Honor, if I may, it's my first time meeting you, Your Honor, and it's a pleasure. In terms of the special appearance, how does the court tend to prefer to proceed? I'm not sure whether anyone's going to want to do any discovery, but does the court like to set a time frame out or?
Well, y'all educate me. I thought there was a lift stay in effect, so we really can't even go forward on anything at this point. Is that not correct? Or?
Your Honor, there was a automatic stay was imposed, but the court lifted the stay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
See, y'all are educating me. Generally, what I'd like to do is sit it for a submission date. I mean, not submission date, but sit it for a hearing date, show cause to see where I stand, and then I'll know I have time to review it before the hearing date. And then if y'all want to make some arguments on it, we can. So you guys want me have my coordinator give you guys a date regarding the special appearance?
That works for me. Again, just want to allow anyone else to do any discovery that they want to do.
Yeah. Does anybody need, how much time do you guys need?
Your Honor, if I may, if you set a date and someone does decide that they need discovery, they can always come to the court and request that date be moved forward. And I think, though I'm not positive, that the court has to authorize discovery in this matter.
I have no idea, other than the motion to withdraw and the continuance. I haven't looked at anything on this case. So if that's what it says, then I'll look into it. But I'm kind of the new guy in town. I'm having to get up to speed on all these cases here. So so you might have to bear with me on that. But if y'all want a date, I can give you one here pretty quickly, at least to look into the special appearance issue.
Right here. We'll want to take a deposition, but I think we can all schedule that out pretty easily.
Okay. Okay. So about what time frame? Does anybody have a suggested time frame? You just want me to pick a day?
I mean, we can certainly present and sort of get everything on file within a month, but again, I don't want to rush others. I don't know what others.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we do, with COVID, not much is going on anyway. So why don't we do 60 days out? Because I know I'm kind of slammed right up here in the next 30 days. So we'll do 60 days out. I'll talk to my coordinator and she'll get the date out to you guys. Does that sound like a deal?
Thank you.
All right. Anything else?
No, sir.
All right. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna let you